Okay, in this short video I'm going to show you how to set up Microsoft Project 2019 so that you avoid different problems and that you have all of your settings correct when you start your project. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to launch Microsoft Project 2019, and on a Windows machine I just type it in at the bottom and then click on it. You may access it differently depending if you're using our Citrix server or other operating systems. So up comes this screen right here, and I'm just going to double click on blank project. And then up comes the Microsoft Project default environment. The first thing we want to do is we want to go to File, and then we want to go all the way down here to the bottom left to Options. And this is where we can set up some of default settings to make our project go smoothly. So I'm going to click on Options. And when I click on Options, I'm going to scroll down to Schedule, which is the most important one here. Okay, as you can see, you can set when the week starts. Some people start it on Saturday because Friday is the last day of the work week, things like that. You can set the default days, hours, weeks, days per month, etc. for working. We're going to leave all that at the default. And what we are going to make sure is correct, though, is that new tasks are created as auto-scheduled. This is very important because you want your tasks auto-scheduled, which means Microsoft Project will look at when one task ends and when a successor task begins, and it'll automatically set the dates that those tasks span based on those relationships that you specify, and we'll show you how to do that later. But the point is, it means that all of your dates and scheduling are done automatically, and that's what you want. You don't want it set to manually scheduled. Okay, so make sure you have this set to auto-scheduled. The other thing, make sure that this is set to fixed duration. That means that when you type in how long a particular task is, it'll stay that length even if you add or subtract people. For example, and that's in concert with this box being unchecked. You don't want this checked like that, you want it unchecked. So if this is set as new tasks or effort driven is not checked, and this is fixed duration, that means that, you know, if you have a task that's 10 days long and you initially had one person assigned and then you add another person, it won't take that 10-day task and make it a 5-day task because you have double the people on it. It won't do that. It'll leave it to you to have to make that change manually. And that's my personal preference. Some people like to have effort-driven scheduling turned on and then one of these other options selected, but I don't recommend it for people that are learning Microsoft Project. Okay, the rest you can accept all of these other defaults right here. And then as we scroll down, all of these other defaults, you can just accept these as well. Okay, so that's it. That's how you set up your project in Microsoft Project 2019.